Oh, we got a lively crowd tonight.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
A lively crowd tonight.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What they talking about? What they talking about? Live and direct. About to cut a check. What you talking about?
Yeah, there you go. Very enthused. I don't think I've ever heard that whistle before. All right. Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studios.
Hey. Sure.
Welcome to the Me and D Monday Night NFL Wrap-Up Show. I'm your host, David Johnson, along with
Dave Jr. What's happening?
Along with
AM and a PM, Dre in the house.
Along with
Let's go, the kid, Corey Carr.
It's the
Let's talk
kid.
football.
The kid is here. The crew is all here.
Yes,
We always
indeed.
like to hit you with a hot one right off the bat. Is Colorado's Travis Hunter a first-round pick? And if you drafted him, would you let him play on both sides of the ball? Pause.
I say definitely he's a first round pick. The hype's around him. Like you said, great leader, great kid. He's not one of the ones that's out there. Georgia, they've had a couple players driving recklessly, living crazy, and doing stuff. He's gonna represent the organization well. I think whoever gets him, he's gonna say the right thing, do the right thing, which is crucial. That's half the battle. Anybody can come and play and work out. What you gonna do off the field? So I think anybody would be honored to have Travis Hunter in their organization. He's gonna do well, and it's just gonna be what team's gonna get him and how much productivity is he gonna have when he get there. You don't want him to go to somewhere where he's not gonna get utilized to the best of his abilities. And then on both sides of the ball, I think he can do it, but also this is next level. He's not playing in the Big 12 no more. Are you going to be durable doing that for 18 weeks, given the 1 week bye? We don't know. It's like you said, a different level. We saw many injuries this year, within its own.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. I do think he's a first round talent. Everything what Dre said, that was a real good take. You're going to get someone not in a lot of trouble. Seems like he has some good people in his life, makes smart decisions. So you're going to get a good locker room person. You're going to get an athlete. Now, as far as both sides of the ball, I think don't limit his talents. But we ain't never seen it like that. Someone who plays equal amount of offense and defense, not in the NFL. I feel like you can get away with it in college, but in NFL alone, on both sides of the ball, I don't know if that would. I'm not gonna wish nothing, but he's not the biggest guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I've always said.
Play both sides of the ball. I mean, I get he's a talent like that, but even the great Deion Sanders, he did some punt returning and he did some cornerbacking, and I'm sure he got in a couple snaps as receiver. I don't think he's gonna do it to the extent as he's doing at Colorado, but you can definitely feature him.
No, 100 plays a game or 100 snaps.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I would pick a position.
But red
you
zone,
say with that, but whether you want to play
20 yards of the end zone, that's all him. Throw him in
packages or something.
I say probably put him.
Yep.
I mean,
or
another
Wildcat,
question,
something like that.
Where if you're gonna put him at one position, what position are you putting him at?
I'm gonna make him a safety. I'm gonna make him a lockdown corner. He's gonna be my lockdown corner
every now and then.
Every now and then I'd sprinkle in. I'd put a package in just for him. Corey said, "You get in the red zone. That'd be an awesome place. Run a Wildcat offense, or just make him like Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs."
That's true.
Just certain little packages. He probably would get, I'd say no more than 5 to 10 snaps on offense per game.
He ain't gonna get no more than probably 10 targets.
I'd give him more than that. I'd give him.
I want him fresh on defense, so I want him locking down whoever he's covering.
But it's
almost
true,
but I don't know. I feel like I'd have to give him more just to keep the people honest.
But it's almost like I might even want him just maybe strictly on offense. Don't even play defense.
Really? That's
strictly
a good
offense.
one.
Don't play defense.
Because I think he's better on defense than he is on offense.
Need somebody to clamp. You just throw him in there. Hey, we're playing the Bengals tonight. Hey, you just gonna have to go at Jamar. You gonna do your little things, but like tonight, we need you to lock down Jamar. And the next week we ain't playing nobody. So you just one way.
If you playing the Titans. If you playing the Titans, all offense. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Exactly.
They can't even score.
No, that's good. Like, for real, though.
No, you're right.
You just got
so make it a game-by-game situation.
Depends on, I think Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect take because you get that option, which increases his value, which makes him a first round pick. Because you can be like,
and he's versatile enough to probably pull it off.
Oh yeah, I think so.
He's got the talent on both sides. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
or it gets down to the fourth quarter. Somebody's been killing y'all game. Hey, this is a close game. We gonna sit him. We gonna put Travis out there. Travis, hey, you gotta go lock down whoever's going off tonight.
Yeah.
Or if you can get us a pick six or something, just get us going on the defensive side of the ball.
Put them in the offense.
I like that. I like that. Good takes, fellas. Good takes.
That was good.
My second question of the night: if you're the GM of the Vikings, what, if any, contract would you offer Sam Darnold? I'm gonna bring him back, but it's gonna be, I'm gonna give him 2 years at $70 million with $50 million guaranteed. Because you got to remember, McCarthy's working off of an injury. Sam Darnold, he's got them playing great ball, 11-2. I wouldn't want to see him go, but he's not going to be a $50-60 million quarterback for me.
That's the thing, because if you don't put no weapons around him, like you said, I don't even know who's even in the market right now for a quarterback of a Sam Darnold type without wanting to draft one at least. If you don't have no weapons around him, he might go back and then you get in that shell again. Then you wasted your money.
So I ain't giving him no deal.
Because I don't think he's that caliber. I still think the offense has made him, the system has made him what he is. He was in Shanahan's offense last year, and the couple games that he was in, I just didn't like what I saw. It's not enough to make me pay him. I'm sorry.
They paid Justin Jefferson, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm franchise tagging him.
I think that was, I want to say that was last year.
He got his contract. Minimum,
or did he get it this?
I think it was last year. He got like $34 million a year, if I remember right. It might be a little off there, but
or maybe he just got it. It seems like on the receivers.
I know he got his
on Netflix.
CD.
I thought he got it. Man, I don't know. It seems like he became the highest paid this past off season, right?
Yeah, it was 4-year, $140 million.
So this past off season.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, in June. Yeah, in June. Yeah, you're right. So
the franchise tag is $38 million. So I'm going to go ahead and franchise tag him.
There you go.
Give you a guaranteed $38 million next year.
Okay.
And we're going to make you.
I'm good with that.
We're going to see how that goes next year.
Because this is Addison's second year, so he's not ready for.
So yeah,
that's what they did with Kirk. They franchised Kirk when he was up there.
That's what I'm doing.
That 1 year.
You got everybody else settled. Let's just franchise tag you. See what we really got in you. We don't have anybody else to really franchise tag or debate with right now, so we got time, buddy.
And if McCarthy ends up overtaking you, I still don't feel bad. I got a viable backup.
That's what he did with Kirk Cousins with his franchise tag him. Because honestly, he's almost like another Kirk Cousins. Just like like you just said, the offense and the defense just overshadow him. But now I think Sam Darnold is a little bit more comfortable where he's at. But yeah, like you said, he's not no 50, 60.
He's not the elite. Yeah, he's not at an elite level.
He hasn't at least showed us that yet, but he's still young. I think they said he's only 27.
Right, because he's a couple of years ago, he was he first or second?
He's like a first round.
He's a first round pick.
I know he's first or second. Yeah. Out of USC. I just remember he went to the Jets.
It's no rush. We F with you, but we just don't know, right? If we're trying to go all in.
Suck.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Right. That's where he was.
They still ain't rebound.
Right. But hey, I'm happy for him. He's put himself in a good position. I still don't believe what I'm seeing. At some point this season, he's gonna turn back into a pumpkin. That's all I gotta say. I just think the system has helped him out, and he's done well. Doesn't hurt to have a Justin Jefferson catching the balls and Jordan Addison as well.
And they say Kevin O'Connell's the quarterback guru. Anybody that they come into that system, he's able to develop them, which that's part of the problem too. Some of these coaches and offensive coordinators are not developing. Caleb Williams, he's looking frustrated. That was Eberflus's problem. Offensive coordinator before he got fired, that was their problem, their issues. That's half the battle, just getting them in there, and just it's different coming up to the NFL from college. So even Trevor Lawrence, he was the beast at Clemson. He
was supposed to be a generational. I kept hearing generational talent.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just a good avatar. He's a decent quarterback. That's his generational talent. He looks like an avatar.
Man,
that strong ass head.
Right.
But one of the things it made me think about is a lot of these offensive coordinators want you to develop within their system versus tailoring the system towards your strengths. I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Caleb, I didn't know his arm was that strong until I watched him yesterday against the 49ers. The dude can get the ball in there, but he's so gun shy now. He's afraid to throw the ball. And he took 3-4 sacks, and I'm like, man, you didn't have to take those.
You didn't have to.
I'm glad you took them, but you should have just thrown them.
It
was one play.
I'm not mad at you about it.
Right.
But no, there's some plays he could have just thrown the ball away and lived to see another down. But I don't know. I think it comes with good
Justin
coaching.
Was going through.
Yeah, I mean that's why he's
just like Justin, gun shy, not knowing what to do really with the ball. That was really him at the end of his career with Chicago.
Right.
He wasn't really protecting the ball at all either, and then he had a couple
but you could see similarities,
well.
Very similar situations, and they treated him the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that Eberflus just stifled both of their growths. Hopefully Justin can rebound and land somewhere that in a team that believes in him, and he can thrive from there.
For
you
sure.
can see it's not.
I seen one play from Williams yesterday where he was able to escape out the pocket and he scrambled a little bit, which that was pretty good to see that he still got it in him. He's elusive and able to escape the pocket and make a play, not just willing to take a sack.
All right, son. If you're the Falcons, is it time for Penix to get you to the playoffs?
See, this is a good question. That's a real good question because I was asking myself.
Thuggins is struggling.
He's struggling, and then the team does need a spark. We got the Raiders coming up. I think that's a good game to throw him in. I think that's a good game to throw him in just to see where he's at. And it depends on how many reps have they been giving Michael Penix and see if he's in the playbook just as much as he is, and see if he can if he pass all those check marks. I say why not? Because you see Kirk Cousins struggling. You put in a reference with just sometimes a backup can give you a spark. It may not do anything at all, but I think the players might play harder and want to play more because we do have a backup. I think that's just as a player, you're just like, okay, I got the backup. Then I really got to do my game. I really got to step up because it is a team game, and if people can rise to the occasion, so.
And maybe Kirk just needs that perspective of sitting down and watching and getting his mojo back.
Right, and he might need a fire just to see, like, dang, I need to go ahead and. Especially
there's something missing.
It's something missing. Something has been clicking because we, first 9 weeks was 6-3. Now we're 6-7. We haven't won in 4 weeks, and it's
8 interceptions, 0 touchdowns in the last 4 games. You're not going to win like that. I don't care who's your quarterback. So you're relying too much on Koo.
Yeah,
maybe that's why Koo can't make a kick.
He's stressed out.
Every time I look up, you got me on the field trying to make some points.
Trying to make a
70-yard field.
Right, I got another 60-yard field goal to make because y'all barely can get it close.
He didn't get the ball down into the red zone.
And something ain't right with him because he's definitely been in his head because it's all in my head.
You don't
the button.
He's just in the pocket. He ain't trying to extend no plays. He can only really throw the ball where he feels comfortable in too, which is part of the problem. I think if you get Penix out there, he's going to be able to convert some of these third downs, mobility, get you that first down when you need it in a really crucial time.
I think
that way you're not punting the ball.
Say again, Corey.
I think you keep Kirk. I think it'd be
because you want them to lose.
No. Okay, let's be 100% honest with each other. Do we really think if the Falcons made the playoffs that they could win the Super Bowl? Because I don't.
No.
I think they could win the playoffs, but I don't think they could win the Super Bowls. And to put Michael Penix in with the expectation for him to take you to the playoffs, I think is too much for him at this point. I think you might as well just keep Kirk in there, see if he might be able to take you. Honestly, I feel like he's got the same chance as catching fire.
Out of it.
If he does, just keep him in there, let him ride out the season. If it ends bad, then we know that we start next season with Michael Penix. And then Kirk, you're sitting.
See, I think you have an opportunity to salvage the season. Now, this isn't a Super Bowl contending year, but you want to show some progression year over year. You just fired your coach. You brought in another quarterback. The quarterback, and this is why they chose Kirk Cousins to get us to the playoffs. And now he's on the verge of not even getting you there.
Yeah.
So
I didn't understand that from the get-go.
I would just not want to waste this season. I think you got 4 games that you can probably win at least 2 to 3 of those
As long as it's not a stain on Michael Penix if you don't make it. As long as you're okay with if he does, but I don't want it to. He sucks because he didn't get us to the playoffs.
Oh no, I don't even think it's like,
I wouldn't put that on him.
I think he's solid.
Regardless,
just don't put the pressure on him.
I'm just looking for a spark. I'm just looking for us to end this string, these last 4 games, on a high note, and hopefully we can catch fire and get into the playoffs. And once you get in, you never know. But by any means, do I think this is a Super Bowl contending team? They are a playoff caliber team,
100%,
and they definitely should be there in the hunt.
They got the weapons. The DBs blew a couple plays yesterday where they were completely turned around, which that has nothing to do with the offense, of course. But you got to score touchdowns. They got Drake London, you got Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod,
Bijan Robinson.
That's and I think it's also Zach Robinson, our offensive coordinator, as well. He's doing a lot of plays that are uncomfortable for Kirk Cousins in some aspects. Even in that first game, just a lot of his play calling. And these past couple weeks, he's been having Kirk throw outside of the numbers. He's more of a over the middle type of thrower. No, don't get me wrong. He did throw interception over the middle in the red zone, but historically, he can carve up a defense just over the middle.
We've seen him do it.
We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Yeah.
That's why Matthew Stafford did so well against the Bills, because of that zone defense.
He was killing that zone.
Against zone defenses, he has a strong enough arm. He can get it through that window.
Yes, he can.
He doesn't really have to force it. He has that arm strength.
The timing is perfect too.
The timing is perfect too.
Late, can't be early.
So it could be a lot of things, and just the mismanagement of money. As an organization, Falcons is one of them organizations where it's just, you didn't give this dude 4 years, $100 million, and it's just,
and you didn't have to though.
You didn't have to.
Nobody else was going to give him that money.
That's what I'm saying. Who we battling?
If his mom and dad owned the bank, he wouldn't get that kind of money.
It's like $50 million if we come on, bro.
Sorry, we're not cutting a check.
Yeah,
right. Come on, son. Middle tier quarterback.
Yeah, they piss me up.
All right, we'll move on. I want to bring up, Corey, we talked about it prior to us jumping on, and you all want to get into the college playoff.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about it. College football playoffs getting ready to jump off, and starts on the 20th on that Friday night. We know who the teams are. Like I said, we know the participants. We know who's got a first-round bye, and that's where I'd like to start. If I were designing the format, the top 2 teams by ranking, not by who played in the different championships. The top 2 teams will get a first-round bye. Everybody else you're playing.
Yeah.
That makes those first 2 teams you've battled all season, 11, 12, 13 games. Let those 2 teams that had the best ranking get that first-round bye. Everybody else, you're playing, like I said, you're playing opening night or the following day.
For sure.
What are you all's thoughts, or what changes would you make?
Is number 2 the first round? Is number 2 our overall, or was number 2 the winner of the SEC?
You get a bye. Yeah.
The SEC champion was number 2, right?
Georgia. Yes. Georgia's number 2.
Yeah, Georgia's number 2.
That was based
so
off
they're not necessarily the highest. So they'd have to
Oregon's
rework that. But I agree. I agree with that.
Oregon's 1.
Georgia would be 2.
Yeah,
so
Oregon's 1, Georgia's 2, Boise's 3.
He's saying Boise State shouldn't get a bye, and it's sure Arizona State shouldn't get a bye.
No.
Oh, okay.
They waited. They waited the bowl games or the championships, the conference championships.
Oh,
way
I
too
see
much.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Well, that's what their argument was. If you went into the championship, whether you won or lost, you deserve to be into the playoff, which I mean, that's why they bounced out Alabama. Some people subjectively thought they should have been there because their fans are going to travel.
Right.
They're going to have a big presence.
Money-wise,
I think Alabama was a little bit payback when they shouldn't have been there, and they got in over Georgia. I think they made a case that, you know what?
Bias on there.
Yep, there's a little bit of bias.
Yep.
And it's like, we're not going to put them in because they didn't earn it this year.
I think maybe I heard it on Pat McAfee, and I thought shout out Pat Mac. But I agree with it.
He listens every week, by the way, folks.
I hope he does, man. I'll give us a little shout out.
Yeah, he does. He better.
He does.
They think that they should just be one entity creating the schedule for all college football instead of each conference doing it individually. And that would create a better atmosphere for each team to play up and play down. You're going to play more ranked opponents. So it's a little more even.
Just let a computer choose it.
Exactly. Because right now they're all doing it independently, which is why you have the difference in strength of schedule.
Discrepancies. Yeah.
And now you got
make it 16 instead of 12.
Then you got the athletic directors and the presidents saying that they don't want to have a tougher out of conference schedule because now it's going to hurt me. If there's no strength of schedule involved, then there's nothing. There's no advantage for you.
Okay, come play SEMO.
Right, for real. We're just going to give them a payday.
Hey, you play SEMO 4 times this year.
85 to 3.
Shout out SEMO. Shout out.
They do it. They do it in the NFL. Each division.
No, you're right. You just let the computer do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
do that for all the teams that are participating.
I think 16.
I think that would
makes
just
the most
simplify
sense.
it. But I like that aspect. Just let a computer for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that way it should be equal across the board.
It's no bias, no favoritism.
Hit up ChatGPT.
Oh yeah,
GPT. Get the AI in there.
Let it do its thing.
And then
nobody
stop nobody teams from going on a run, and then you're in the if you're a SEMO, it would take you multiple years of being 12-0 for the algorithm to start putting you against top
or like
opponents.
A Cincinnati when they got in a couple years back.
You can't just 1 year be great and then you're automatically playing Georgia. It's going to take a while for the rankings to move up.
You
get them top spots.
Right.
On your schedule.
I don't think because the committee, we don't know if half these people got beef with these schools. You just don't know where the reasoning and the bias is coming from. That's what the main argument I have.
That's what got me, because then when I found out that Ward Manuel, who's the commissioner of the college football rankings, he's actually the athletic director for Michigan. Oh, wow. I didn't know that till yesterday.
Oh,
so I thought he was biased. Yeah, he's an actual AD. So you don't know if he had beef with Alabama at one point or anybody else.
Ohio.
Yeah, just let the computer choose.
That's funny.
Who's the top teams?
That's why they said they didn't want Jim Harbaugh to come to Chicago Bears, because I guess the president of operations there, forgot his name, Kevin Warren, I believe, or I might be off.
Kevin Warren is the president. Yeah, CEO.
CEO. They said I think he went to Michigan. Or no, he didn't go to Michigan. Where did he go?
Probably went to Michigan State or something.
Ohio State or something.
Ohio State. I think he went to Ohio State. Yeah.
Oh,
and that's why he didn't want Jim Harbaugh.
So you wanted Eberflus.
Look,
sit your ass down.
Over some dumps. You could have changed that program around.
What's college got to do with professional? This is my livelihood. Why wouldn't you want the best coach?
Literally, bring a chip.
That's what they get. That's what they get.
That's crazy.
Relevant.
That's crazy.
Now pay for it. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that's crazy.
Who do we have for You Got Torch tonight?
Ooh, got some good ones.
Hold on, let's get that torch.
Heat it up, Chase Brown.
Right. He's in there.
Yeah, it's right on the line.
I saw some green. Dang.
Did y'all see that catch Adunze made?
Man,
that was a good one.
I didn't see that.
With the toe.
I didn't even get to watch. Real nothing.
I don't even see how he got in that tight spot. Seriously. That was some great body control.
Mm-hmm.
He must listen too, because Corey ripped him a couple weeks ago.
Corey ripped him.
I know.
Called him a buster and everything.
He was a buster. He
was the buster of the week.
He was.
No way.
He
saw the real. He was like, no, I gotta come out.
Be busted.
I gotta come back out.
They talking about my mama.
All right. So who got torched? Who we got?
First one, Jeff Wilson Jr. He trucked the Jets kicker. That wasn't really a torch, but he absolutely laid him out.
You
got trucked.
You got trucked.
Michael Wilson, Cardinals, first play of the game, touchdown, 42 yards. That was a crazy one.
Wilson.
That was crazy. I was shocked that the Cardinals didn't put up a better
a little fight, especially.
And we can talk about it when we get to them. Who else got torched? I know Jordan Addison torched. Who's that on the Falcons? He had him and Justin Jefferson. Yeah, they both torched the Falcons. I'm gonna say they torched the Falcons.
The DBs was completely turned around. One fell down.
There's no fundamentals. No.
Lil Shakir.
I didn't watch the game.
He had some good ones.
That was a high scoring game. That was a great game.
Miami had a real big return for 50 yards.
That's right.
Good week.
That's right.
He ain't wrong.
Zach Charbonnet had a 51-yard run from scrimmage. He wound up going crazy.
Charbonnet.
Just Geno Smith,
a little Marvin Gaye and Charbonnet.
A little Marvin Gaye and Charbonnet. That was it. Hey,
that was a cut.
That was a cut. Little Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay.
Geno Smith, Charbonnet.
Yeah, we leave about 60.
All right, we'll move on to our fantasy leaders. CC, take it away.
Go. Y'all know who we start with. We got them tight ends.
Those tight ends.
We got them 49ers making a showing. George Kittle, 6 for 6, 151, 21 points.
Okay.
Yeah, so he led the tight ends. We got wide receivers, Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua.
Nacua Matata.
You get that Puka Nacua. That sounds like a dog.
Get that
That's a
5 for 16 and a touchdown. And then also went
Poodle part Puka Nacua.
Oh, he was 5 carries for 16 yards and a touchdown, and then he went 12 for 14, 162 and a touchdown. Ended up getting 41.8 points. Gosh dang. That's crazy. Running backs.
No, that's
I know, 41 points. That kind of snuck up on you a little bit. Running backs, Zach Charbonnet, because I'm feeling so fancy. 22 for 134, 2 touchdowns.
Please keep Kenneth
Walker.
7 for 7, 59 yards in the air. 38 points.
I'll take the Charbonnet.
And then we got quarterback Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold went crazy. I ain't going to lie. Freaking 22 for 28.
Darnold had a day.
347 and 5 TDs. That's crazy. 34 points.
That is for him, for real.
Yeah, crazy.
And then we got the guy. He might be the MVP now, fellas. Josh Allen, 22 for 37. He took it
yesterday.
342, 6 touchdowns, 3 in the air,
and a
3
losing
on the
effort,
ground.
though.
And a losing effort, but still.
I thought he was going to come back. I was like.
It wasn't on him, though. He did everything he could do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He didn't play defense.
51.8 points.
That's the man that can get 2 touchdowns out of one damn play.
Man,
he got 6 touchdowns. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
3 and 3.
3 and 3.
That's crazy.
Is that all? Is that all you got, sir?
Though. That's all we got.
Yeah.
All right. Nice job. Nice job. Key injuries. AM and the PM. Dre, what you got?
Key injuries. We'll start out with the quick notable ones. Jonathan Brooks. He's going to be out for the rest of the season.
JB.
With the Carolina Panthers. He has a torn ACL. They said it's his second torn ACL. He had one at Texas and then this one. So hopefully he's able to bounce back like J.K. Dobbins. Get that surgery, come back, train hard. And
joking.
They still got Chuba Hubbard. They won't be missing a void at the running back position. But like I said, I'd like to get Jonathan Brooks back. Aiden, from the Thursday game, Jaden Reed might as well have been out. He didn't do anything all game. He wasn't injured, but he didn't show up. Jair Alexander, he looked like he was supposed to play that game, but then it was like the day of, they said he wasn't gonna be playing, and that wound up, I feel like, costing them at the cornerback position.
Man,
he's a lockdown defender. They needed
him.
Influence
the game.
Much needed.
For sure. And then Aiden Hutchinson, they said he's going to be coming back a little bit sooner than expected, so that's good. They need to get Aiden Hutchinson back, and then Anzalone. They need to get Anzalone back as well.
Anzalone.
They haven't missed a beat. They still playing hard and stuff. So, and then we got a couple other ones. Justin Herbert, he suffered a little leg injury during that game last night against the Chiefs. He was able to come back, so it wasn't nothing too substantial. Aiden O'Connell went down. They put an air cast on him. I still haven't found an update on what's going on with his leg, but he did leave the game, and so we're gonna probably see Desmond Ridder for the rest of the season here. That's Dave's guy.
Yo, that's the storyline right there. And I said, bro,
damn.
I would say
we can get some revenge on him, but that would be
something. Brock Bowers is.
DeMarcus Robinson. I know y'all saw that game too yesterday. It was a deep ball. He wound up diving for it. I think he landed on his shoulder, wound up leaving the game after that. So that was pretty substantial. They still got Cooper Kupp. Puka Nacua picked up the void. That guy's insane. He can catch the ball, lay out, toe tap, whatever you want him to do, he's going to do it. Isaac Guerrero, he ran the ball so hard yesterday. It don't matter who the Niners put.
Smell like out though.
Mason, Guerrero, shit.
Indo.
He was looking like CMC a little bit yesterday.
Guerrero.
He
smell like out though.
What happened to him? I know he left the game.
It was something with his foot, I believe. I don't think it's going to be anything too substantial. We could definitely see him back coming up soon. So
they got the Rams Thursday night.
this week. So Tampa Bay Buccaneers safety Antoine Winfield Jr. Something messed up with his knee yesterday during that game against the Raiders, so he's going to be out for a couple games. They did say, as long as we can get him back towards that playoff push, because he's a key defender on our defense, and we gonna need him there. Bucky Irvin, man, he played so strong. He played so strong last week. I was like, okay, he's gonna have a big game. Came out this week. I think he had a couple snaps, wound up being something with his back. His back and quadricep.
Bucky got a bad back.
Literally bad back and quadricep, and he wound up being out for the rest of the game. Even though they probably knew his back was messed up during practice on Friday or something. Didn't say anything. New Orleans Saints back. New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr. He tried to take flight last night. I know y'all seen him trying to take flight.
Who you talking about?
Man, Derek Carr. He took flight.
I mentioned that in the highlight when we go through it.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
That was the dumbest.
The game was basically over. He's like,
bro,
and then he got face planted on top of that.
You jumped out of bounds. So they spotted the ball right where you jumped from. You should have just ran out of bounds, bro. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? You got nowhere.
No extra yards. Yeah.
No extra yards from where you left the ground. That's where they spotted the ball because you jumped out of bounds. And then you hurt yourself.
But then when he face planted, though, that's the guy.
I know.
I laughed
so
hard.
Like his helmet stuck in.
Just like, what are you doing?
Helmet.
This dude doesn't even. He does not even play no football.
He told the trainers, "Don't even come over here, man. I'm going home."
He need to hang it up.
And everything. Like,
man,
he need to hang it up.
It's like he wanted to get out of that game back. I'm a face plant. The way he was laying there.
I'm gonna just go for it. I'm just gonna die.
It's his non-throwing.
They was winning too. Like, why are you playing so hard right now, bro? You guys are ahead.
He had a concussion and a broken hand.
He saw Darren Rizzi cuss out the punter. He's like, I gotta come out here and do something crazy.
God, that was crazy.
On Rizzi on my ass. Let me do a little something special.
Yeah, literally a little something special. And
too special.
Too much. But yeah, that's pretty much the notable injuries right now. Ain't nothing too crazy. Chargers, Will Dissly, Will Dissly suffered a shoulder injury. Oh man, that was a tongue twister. And he did not return either against that game last night. But other than that, that's the notable injuries.
All right, thank you, sir. We will move to those Week 14 results. You just saw it.
He just smacked.
Just stupid.
Flat face.
But look how he was just laying there, like he was stuck.
He tried to take flight for it.
He got effed up. Dang.
It's like somebody put a firecracker underneath him. He's like, wait, I'm about to show you.
Hey, he thought he was him.
He had some Jordans up.
Man.
Face plant.
He thought he was Saquon Barkley. He thought he was Saquon Barkley. Like, no, dude, calm down.
He tried to jump over him backwards. Sit your ass down.
All right, Week 14 results, starting with the Thursday night game, which was a good one. Lions 34, Packers 31. Riverboat Gambler Dan Campbell elected not to kick a go-ahead field goal on 4th down, but instead go for the first down and then kick it with no time left on the clock. The move left Green Bay quarterback Jordan Love on the sideline and unable to mount a possible comeback in Detroit's thrilling win over the Packers. That was a good Thursday night ball game.
That was a real good game.
Because it started out kind of rough, kind of slow, and then it just picked up.
Towards that second half, it
kept you on your toes like the edge of your seat.
They did. I think
Jared Goff, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns.
I thought the Packers was going to do something.
Oh. Hold on. One of my pages is out of order. There we go. Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said it. I picked the Lions as well.
The Packers, man. They was, whew. I ain't going to lie.
But I had it.
Man.
Did they don't bet?
Those y'all, they strong.
I would have been hot.
This was one of my better weeks, actually.
Sonic and Knuckles.
It was the
Sonic and Knuckles.
Couple of games
I got that
that I didn't expect.
Fantasy.
Buffalo, I didn't expect them to lose.
They had Gibbs pretty much locked down, though. They had Gibbs locked down.
Yeah, and there was, like I said, Josh Jacobs. He only had 66 yards, but he did have 3 touchdowns. Watson had 114 yards. 4 receptions, so not bad. Moving on to Sunday's action, Steelers 27, Browns 14. I took the Steelers in that. Anyone take Jameis and the comeback Browns?
I think I took the Steelers.
No, I took the Steelers for sure.
No, I'm talking about Deontay. I was clowning him in the group chat. I thought Jameis Winston was going to get it done. I was like,
oh, he ain't been watching.
Not in Pittsburgh.
Nah, not a second time. They got it the first time, but you ain't beating the Steelers twice.
At home?
Not this year.
Exactly. So I put Pittsburgh lost to Cleveland in the Snow Bowl a couple of weeks ago, but didn't allow the Browns to beat them this time. The Steelers are now 10-3 and 2 games better than the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC North. Who saw that one coming? Man. I certainly didn't. Not taking the lead
not
of
knowing
the
the
division.
History. Yeah, not knowing the QB. I didn't know if they were going to perform.
Nobody knew that.
No. Jameis had 212 yards, 2 TDs. Russell,
good for them, though.
158, 2 touchdowns. Najee Harris, 16 attempts, 53 yards, and a score. Miami 32.
Najee.
New York Jets 26. I took the Dolphins in that.
Yep, Dolphins.
I took the Dolphins as well.
Anybody take the Jets? I don't remember anybody taking the Jets.
No, I think we all took them.
I definitely
be a fool too.
Right.
When both Aaron Rodgers and Tua Tagovailoa both throw for more than 300 yards, it would be expected that the veteran quarterback would get the victory. However, the Dolphins prevailed in overtime and moved one game closer to 500 at 6-7, while the Jets dropped to 3-10. Aaron threw for 339 yards, 1 score. Tua threw for 331 yards, 2 touchdowns. Achane, he had 14 attempts, but he only had 24 yards. They restricted him. Cheetah, he had 10 receptions, 115 yards. I'm sorry.
Jonnu Smith was quiet the whole game, came through in overtime. That was so clutch.
That was clutch. Jonnu.
Hey, it's time for Aaron to shut it down, man. Just shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah, we told him to sit his ass down last week.
He wasn't playing bad.
They definitely not winning games. He's not playing bad. It's just the team can't win.
Yeah.
But it's just overall. I think it's just overall just a letdown of a season. He's not doing bad.
His body language doesn't look good either. Body language is horrible.
Yeah, body language is terrible.
I watched the post game pressure.
I know
that's
what I was looking for. The post pressure.
His body language is terrible.
Body language horrible.
You can just tell he don't want to be there.
Minnesota 42, Atlanta 21. I took the Vikings in that.
Yeah.
Atlanta QB Kirk Cousins was booed upon his return to Minnesota, and he might get booed by Falcons fans when he comes back home.
We call him for Penix.
Cousins has thrown 8 interceptions and 0 TDs in the last 4 games, and the Falcons lost their hold on first place in the NFC South, while the Vikings continue to roll and are 11-2 in the NFC North. Man, like you said, CC 5 touchdowns, 347 yards for Sam.
Touchdowns, Addison?
Yeah, Addison.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
He went crazy.
8 receptions, 133 yards. Mooney, 6 receptions, 142 yards. Bijan, they should have just kept running him. 22 attempts, 92 yards, and a touchdown. You know what? The thing about him, too, is I heard an interview. He was on Dan Patrick. He said he likes to come out of the backfield and catch screen passes. They don't utilize him doing that much.
Yeah, that's that Saquon stuff right there.
That's the offensive coordinator.
They're not using that man the way he's supposed to be.
Zach Robinson, man, I'm telling you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Saints Fort. Go ahead. I'm sorry, D.
Nothing. I wasn't gonna say it. I was like, I was in a bye week in fantasy. I had that Jordan Addison and Puka Nacua this week.
Damn.
That would have been crazy.
Yo, I hit 150 on it. I didn't even 157.5.
Wow, that's good. Yeah. Saints 14, Giants 11. I took the Saints.
Oh man,
I don't think anybody took the Giants.
No, I definitely took the Saints.
I took Saints too.
Yeah,
they said Rizzy from New Jersey, so he went home. All his family was on the sideline.
They said he had quite a few family members. An unnecessary leap caused Derek Carr to leave the game with a possible broken hand, and it also left New Orleans trying to hang on for a win. Thanks to Graham Gano's missed potential game-winning field goal, the Saints leave with the victory.
Did you see that?
Carr had 219 yards and a touchdown. Valdez Scantling, he didn't have any touchdowns this week.
He used a little bit of leverage on one of the linebackers, but they didn't call it.
No, he just jumped straight up, dude. That was the most athletic thing I've seen that whole day.
Yeah, that was.
You got a 300-pound lineman that came straight out of a 3-point stance and jumps over the line, just all in one motion, comes up, jumps over the dude in front of him. And
you talking about with the got a hand on it?
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
That was sweet. I forgot about that. That should almost be you got torched because he just jumped straight up over him.
The athleticism that took.
Brad, it's something with a B.
Yeah, something. He was tearing it up all night. Number 90, I think. But he was.
Can somebody find his name? Is it Brasby?
Brian? Is it Brian Breesy or something?
Breesy, I think. Yeah.
Is it Breesy? Brian Breesy.
Yeah, Brian Brees. I don't know how you say it, but it's Breesee. Breesy.
Man, that was amazing. I'd forgotten all about that play.
Because he came from Clemson, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think I could do that.
Yeah, that was a freak play.
Not sure, D.
Okay.
Somebody look it up while we got his name up.
It's Brian Breesy, right?
Yeah, Clemson. You right, D. Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say, he came out of Clemson. Yep.
Eagles 22. Panthers 16. I took the Eagles. Anybody take the Panthers?
I took the Eagles.
That one guy bet $3.1 million on the Eagles money line just to win $400,000, and that Leggett dropped.
That's stupid.
I know that was stupid for sure. That was definitely stupid.
That wouldn't even worth the time to bet.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money just for that little small return.
Crazy. It must have been some insurance money.
Man.
Philadelphia players weren't all that pleased with their performances after the game, especially knowing they almost gave the Bryce Young-led Carolina Panthers a chance to shock them with an upset victory. Given a little more time, Young might have came away with the win.
He was dealing.
He was moving the ball. I'm more and more impressed with that team each week. Ever since they put him back into the starting lineup, he's looked decent. They don't have any wins to show for it, but he's playing better. He looks like an NFL quarterback.
He's crazy. He is elusive.
Say again?
He is so elusive in the pocket. Like I can't. The amount of times that you thought that he was and he would just spin out of it. I think his jersey ripped like 20 times yesterday just from people grabbing it on the shoulder.
He ran one down to the 1 yard line. I thought he was going to get that touchdown on one of the jersey rips. Like you said,
Saquon, he's looking good. 20 attempts, 124 yards, and he also set the Philadelphia Eagles single season rushing record.
Took over Shady.
Nice job by him.
Shady's a run.
Thielen had 9 receptions, 102 yards. Not bad in the loss. But other than that, the stats really didn't.
I think they about one wide receiver away from actually looking pretty decent. They just got to build around him now. I think they're starting to see what they like. It's just going to take
You're talking about Bryce?
Yeah. With Bryce, they just got to build around him a little bit more, and I think they'll be successful.
Bucks 28, Raiders 13. I think we all took the Bucks in that one.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay had struggled for a few games, but with its win and another Falcons loss, the Bucks have taken sole possession of first place in the NFC South with 4 games left in the season. Baker had a nice game. 295, 3 touchdowns.
2 interceptions, too. Don't leave that out. It was a little shaky there for a second. I was
he had a couple moments where he looked like the Baker of old, but
hey,
he hung in there.
Sometimes he be tripping.
He looks like Cleveland Baker sometimes.
But
for real.
They've been balling, man.
Jacksonville 10, Tennessee 6. This is one of the ones I missed. In a contest that resembled
I see why.
Yeah, you didn't
more of a baseball game. Jacksonville ended its 5-game losing streak and snuck past Tennessee.
Hey, I want Mayo Man out of there as soon as possible.
Mayo 220 yards.
Mayo Man is not it. That's the prototype.
Yeah, Mayo Man gotta go. I'm sorry.
Come on now, that's bland. You just like it mayo. Now if you like ranch, he probably could play.
That's crazy though.
Man, he got to get out of there.
10 to damn 6. Think if you spent your hard-earned money for a 10-6 ball game.
And at least it was in Jackson. I guess crazy. At least it was in
all the way you paid for tickets, parking,
and
Nashville. Crazy.
I'm gonna say if at least it was in Jacksonville, you could get some weather. But
no, it was in Nashville.
Man, hope they got some barbecue.
Seattle 30. Arizona 18. I took the Seahawks in that one.
I think I took the Cardinals.
Who took the little baby in the board?
I took the little baby.
Yeah, I took the Cardinals.
Gotcha.
I took the little baby.
Just some Geno Smith and Charbonnet.
Woo.
Smith threw for a touchdown, and Zach Charbonnet rushed for 134 yards and 2 scores. While Seattle improved to 8-5 overall. One game in front of the Rams.
No.
the little baby Kyler Murray.
Little baby.
Threw for 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Conner had 18 attempts, 90 yards. And that's about it. Oh, Zach, 22 attempts, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, as I mentioned.
No.
Rams, 44. Bills, 42. I took the Bills. That's one of the ones I lost.
I took the Bills as well.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns in the air, 3 more on the ground were not enough to help Josh Allen and Buffalo to keep from being upset by the LA Rams. Puka Nacua scored the go-ahead touchdown with 1 minute, 54 seconds left in the contest, and the Rams pulled off the victory. 342, 3 touchdowns. That's Josh Allen. Then his rushing stat, 10 attempts, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Man, they tried. They tried to win that. Man,
I think he might be, Done. Puka Nacua, 12 receptions, 162, 1 touchdown. I think Corey already went over that. Matthew Stafford, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns. The old man is still playing some good football. Still playing some good.
He still. That's their record don't show it, but they beat Minnesota. They
were injured earlier.
Yeah, like
they beat the Niners in their place. The Niners gave them that game back. They went toe to toe with. Didn't they go toe to toe with Detroit?
Yeah. Did they beat Detroit or did they lost to that?
I thought they played them close, but they lost.
No, they played Detroit close. The Rams. The Rams they're a well coached team.
It was like a 1-point game, and
they were hurt, like you said.
I think one went into overtime, right? It was overtime and a
something like that.
Game.
Yeah, no, they're record don't show it, but
very close.
Yeah, it was 26-20.
The 1-score game.
They played tough.
But it seemed like they had an opportunity to win. But we'll keep it moving.
Well,
Niners 38, Bears 13. Niners, I picked the Niners in that.
For sure.
After back-to-back blowout losses to the Packers and the Bills, the 49ers returned home and put a beat down on the struggling Chicago Bears. Purdy threw it for 325 yards, 2 touchdowns. George Kittle, 6 receptions, 151 yards. Garindo, 15 attempts, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's not listed here, but I know Juwan Jennings had 2 touchdowns as well. Juwan. Caleb Williams, he threw for 2 touchdowns. He didn't have a bad game once he got settled in and they start picking that zone apart. But another loss for the Bears. The nightcap, he had the Chiefs 19, Chargers 17. I took the Chiefs. I think we all took.
Man, I took the Chargers.
Okay, I thought somebody took the Chargers.
Chiefs for sure.
Kansas City returned to a kicker that they were familiar with and dodged another bullet, taking down the other LA team in another nail biter. Coach Andy Reid let the clock wind down to 1 second, and Matthew Wright kicked his 4th field goal of the night, which allowed the defending champions to win their 9th straight AFC West Division crown.
That's crazy.
I've never seen a team so lucky in my life.
No.
They said the Patriots won 11, so they on 9. I guess it's a dynasty that we're looking at right now.
It's a dynasty.
It's crazy.
It's a dynasty.
Yeah, it really is crazy. They should have lost.
Nobody really had any crazy stats because, like I said, Wright did most of the scoring. Mahomes did throw 1 touchdown to D-Hop. That was nice. He's still, I think, going to make a big play in the playoffs or the Super Bowl if they get there. He's destined to make a big play for him. And the Monday night contest, what's the score right now? 17-10 Bengals.
Yep.
I took the Bengals in that.
Oh, yeah.
Who took the Cowboys?
Nobody, I don't think.
Nobody took them?
Yeah, no,
because they were favored by 5. I was just wondering if any of us was stupid enough to take them.
That's great. Yeah, that is
no,
crazy.
Sir.
Week 15. Let's do it.
Hey,
Start off Thursday night. You got the Rams and the Niners. I got the Niners.
Rams.
I'm going to go Rams. They looking too good right now.
In San Fran.
Who won the first one? I'm sorry.
The Rams did. Remember they came back and beat them?
Rams won the first one?
And it was at home. Now they're going to San Francisco. They always get waxed in San Francisco.
I'm about to tell you, I'm gonna split that because
I'm about to say them receivers.
That's what the Rams do. Look at their record. They'll win a big game like this, then they'll lose. So I'm gonna go 49ers winning the second game.
Ravens at the Giants. I got the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Bengals at the Titans. I got the Bengals.
Bengals.
Hey, if they can't win that, please shut it down.
Bengals.
Cowboys at the Panthers. I got the Panthers.
I'll go.
Panthers.
Sure.
They're gonna string together a win.
I'll go Panthers.
I think so too.
I'll go Panthers too. I'll go Panthers.
I almost feel like they're like the Detroit was like 4 or 5 years ago, where all their games were close. They were going down to the last minute, but they were just losing every game. Like that's how the Panthers are.
Just starting to build on something.
Yep.
Chiefs momentum. And Browns. I got the Chiefs.
Oh,
it's at the Browns.
Browns. Let's go, Jameis.
Oh, it's funny you say that. I can see them losing that game.
If they can beat the Ravens, they can beat the Chiefs.
Oh man, that's funny.
And they beat Pittsburgh.
And they beat Pittsburgh.
I know you saw Kadarius Toney drop that punt.
Right.
Let me speed it up.
That was stupid.
I go
Browns.
He came in for 2 plays and dropped both.
Who all went? I think the Chiefs.
I got Chiefs.
All right, so 2 Chiefs, 2 Browns.
I say Browns. Why not?
All right, Dolphins at the Texans. I got Texans, especially coming off a bye week.
I'll go Texans.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the Texans as well. Yep, they ready.
CC.
I said Texans,
especially after Azeez Al-Shahir.
Who'd you say?
Texans.
Okay. All right, Jets, Jags. I got the Jets.
Oh yeah, Jets. I'll go Jets. Yeah, Jets should win that one.
You say that, and then the Jags just come out hot. Like
I'm gonna go Jets. I'm gonna go Jets winning this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jags on this.
Yeah,
one.
All right. CC said Jets, Commanders, Saints.
Ooh.
No, Derek Carr. I'm gonna take the Commanders.
I'll go Commanders.
The game of the week. You got Buffalo at Detroit.
Oh man!
I'm taking the Bills in that game.
Detroit.
No, I think I got Detroit on that one.
I don't think Buffalo's
that's
defense
good.
Is good enough.
That's a good one.
I'm about to say Buffalo couldn't hang with Rams, so they really
couldn't hang with the
Ravens.
Ravens. When you get a high-powered offense against Buffalo, their defense cannot hold up.
It's potentially. It's NFC versus AFC.
It is. It's a potential Super Bowl matchup.
This is good.
Dang. I'm going to go Bills. I'll go Bills. I think Lions are due for another one. I'm going to go
Colts
Bills.
at the Broncos. The horses. I got the Broncos.
Ooh.
Colts.
I go Broncos.
Yeah, I got Broncos on that too.
Oh wait,
she's got the
Colts.
D, you gonna change your mind?
This is a good week. This is a good week.
And they had a bye week.
I go Broncos.
At Mile High.
I go Broncos.
Patriots at the Cardinals. I got Cardinals.
I go Cardinals. I go Cardinals.
I don't know. This is one of them sleeper ones. I think I'm gonna go Patriots.
This is a good week.
Drake
Steelers at the Eagles. That's a good one.
Dang, they got this is a
Steelers
week
at
right
the Eagles.
here.
I got the Eagles in that one.
Yeah,
Steelers.
No more buys. So we're in here now.
It's nut cutting time now.
It's nut checking time. Pause.
Who'd you say, CC?
Steelers.
I got Steelers too. See,
yeah, I'm going. I'm going Steelers. Eagles is due for one.
You gotta watch that Hard Knocks tomorrow to see how they prepare for that.
Oh, I still gotta watch. Yeah.
Bucks at the Chargers. I got the Bucks.
Yeah,
Chargers. This is a good one.
LA, though.
I'm gonna go Chargers. I need Chargers to win.
It's gonna be a hard one, but I got my team.
I got Chargers.
Sunday night game. You got the Packers at the Seahawks. Sunday night. I got the Seahawks.
Packers.
I go Pack. Pack coming off a loss.
The 12th man.
Let's go.
Jordan Love out west. That 12th man. Then the Monday night, we got 2 games. We got Bears at the Vikings. I got Vikings.
Vikings should win that one.
Falcons at the Raiders. I got the Falcons.
We can get the Falcons. We can get the Raiders, man. We gotta get them, man.
7 and 7:30. It looks like 7 and 7:30.
7 and 1's at 7:30. So I'm not even.
That's
watching
crazy
the other game.
though. Yeah, I mean, we'll have it on in the background.
They had to get some view. They said they're not going to get enough viewership on that Monday.
Started at 4.
Vikings and then
right.
Bears, Vikings, and then Falcons, Raiders.
I'm doing Vikings and
Vikings and Falcons.
Vikings and Falcons, same. Yep.
All right, and then we'll get into our best, bust, and busters of the week.
That's
D,
a good week.
Who's your best of the week?
My best of the week is Even in, I'm gonna go Matthew. Oh dang, I would say Josh Allen, but I feel like everyone's gonna pick them. But I'll say Josh Allen with his performance.
I had to say that. I mean, 6 TDs even in a loss, but
Stafford
damn.
won the game though. But
right,
Josh Allen had a performance though. That's crazy.
CC, who'd you say? Who you going with? Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna say the Lions. Lions are the best. We put them up against a tough opponent. We tested them. They came out on top.
Dre, who'd you say? Who's your best of the week?
My best go out to the week. I say Sam Darnold and Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet.
Charbonnet.
Y'all remember that commercial that Peyton Manning did a couple years ago? And it was like
not Peyton Manning.
No, the bathtub thing where they were getting rid of the curse on Detroit, and they had like a bathtub full of liquor or whatever. They were in the middle of the field. It was a commercial he did. Like, we're gonna get rid of this Detroit curse, and they did that. And ever since he did that commercial, Detroit's been 31-6.
Dang. Oh wow!
It was like a weird. They were like, "Why didn't you do this for the Patriots?" He's Belichick's dark magic wouldn't let us.
That's crazy.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, look it up. It's like a commercial they did, and it like literally worked.
Dang.
Who's your bust of the week? Who we busting up? Who's the bust? Mine is Sean McDermott, Buffalo Bills coach, how he handled the clock at the end. They'd thrown the ball, the clock would have stopped, and he'd have kept his 3 timeouts.
I know that.
They didn't get it. So
yeah, I know you heard Brady. Brady mentioned it. He's
Brady
like,
was damn near screaming like he wanted to walk down on the field and tell him, "Hey, don't run the ball, throw the ball."
That's and that's what counts though, because you have to be a forward thinker. Because like you said, in a moment it makes sense, but at the end of the game, you're like, okay, looking back,
he ain't thinking about none of that.
Right?
He ain't never won nothing. Bus is gonna be a Derek Carr for that lead. It's so fast.
He did win the face plant of the night.
Face plant of the night.
Face plant of the night.
He literally
got busted. Yeah. Dre, who'd you say? And CeCe, who'd you say?
My bus goes out to Will Levis. Just an absolute bust.
Just
Will
Levis.
Strong for no reason.
6.
All that mayonnaise.
Yeah, like cut the mayo out, man. Just do something different.
You gotta mix it with other stuff.
Out to Kyler Murray.
Little baby.
Ever since that freaking Call of Duty came out, bro, you ain't been cooking the same.
He ain't lying though.
He
ain't lying though.
He ain't watching no more.
So they're not monitoring the playbook anymore.
On me,
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Alleged. The timeline add up.
Hey.
The timeline add up.
I see a correlation right there, Corey.
Right, it's a correlation.
You gotta pick it up, bro.
Pick it up.
He's been lackluster.
Right. And we'll wrap it up with our busters of the week. Who's your buster, D?
Falcons, man. They just I'm tired of this. I'm just really tired of this, man. I'm just tired of this, man. I don't even know why I root for these. It just don't even make sense. I'm about to jump ship.
Y'all got a nice stadium. I mean, that's
nice stadium, but it's just
Mercedes-Benz.
What y'all doing, man?
I see you had 2 stadiums named the same thing. I never understood that.
I'm gonna say Kirk Cousins, man. Just a buster, bro.
I think I would give it to him before you as a whole organization.
But you didn't put so much faith in him, like
$100 million worth of faith,
man.
Dre, who'd you say? Who's your buster of the week?
Yeah, my buster definitely go out to the Jets, man. Like it don't matter. They could play in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It don't matter. They ain't gonna get a win.
Yeah,
damn.
They rooting for that lottery pick. They better get that lottery pick.
CC, who's your buster?
Man,
can I get a lottery?
I think
they need something.
The Saints and the Giants, that whole game, they were busters, bro. I told y'all, Dayball is gonna get fucking fired by the end of this year.
They ain't fucking Dayball.
The way these games are falling, is not looking
just
good
on the locker room alone.
Yeah,
he's
and
looking
then you
stressed
can't
out.
Tell me
he does look stressed.
Like, I'm trying to win over here.
What's his name? Drew Lock. Why did Drew Lock go 0 for 8? And at the end of the first half, we're only winning 7-3. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah.
So Derek Carr wasn't doing much better. It's the whole thing.
A great point.
The whole thing was terrible.
Solid
That's
point.
pretty funny. Solid.
My busters of the week are the Titans. All they could muster up was 6 points at home, and they had decent weather.
Just the
Come on, man, 6 points.
Yeah,
that's a buster. of the week.
You got Calvin Ridley. Like he didn't even look like the same.
Bro,
you could tell he just went for the money. That's all. That was a money play.
And he probably got some nice property.
Him and old boy from the Cowboys. What's the running back?
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Pollard.
Yeah, Pollard.
They knew they weren't gonna win anything.
Nope.
Sit your asses down. All right, man. That's another great show. Another great week of content. Thank you, fellas, for your participation.
For sure.
Thank you all for listening to the Me and D Monday Night NFL Wrap Up Show. We are out.
Peace.
Holla.